So I've been doing the petting down with him since we got him. And he doesn't, I mean, he jumps up a little bit, but not much.
Not much at all.
Right.
Not with all the puppies. I mean,
Yeah.
out of all the puppies, he's a...
And it's not a pushing down, it's a
Right.
love and
Do you do it
talking with them.
At your puppy school, where like in 6 weeks we could see how many of these puppies,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
you've
I've
got
been
results
doing it,
from?
and he's been coming now 4 or 5 times,
Yeah.
and he hardly jumps.
Mm-hmm.
New puppies, when they come, they all jump up and they
Mhm.
jump up, and usually within 2 or 3 weeks of us doing that, I noticed that they don't, it's pretty amazing.
It is
start to see
amazing.
it.
It's filling the need. I think, just
So though, can I just be the devil's advocate?
absolutely, absolutely.
There's always
If
one.
There's always one.
if they, are we saying, okay, so they want attention before they jump, can we bend down and give them attention? If we're,
Yeah.
someone
And
can say,
you-
well, they're jumping up
And there's
because they want to
nothing-
get that petting.
There
down.
is nothing wrong with a redirection. I love the find it game. I love the find it game. I play different find it games. So when I have a dog that hasn't quite gotten it, and it's a big dog, and there's somebody in the household that's small or elderly that may be hurt, I tell my client, leave some treats outside so that when that door is open, that person just scatters treats and says, find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're all, as trainers, we know those types of things. I'm not telling you anything new there. But what that does is a redirection is not a bad thing. You're giving the dog something fun to do, and you're handing out the treats as the person coming in, so you're great. And so again, it's a loving sort of way of dealing with an issue. If you have the opportunity to pet them down and to consistently do that, that's great. But like with Nina's dog, she just loves to jump, and I can play find it with her all day long, and she'll love that. But she wants to jump.
What kind of dog is she?
She's a boxer mix. But there's no kind of rubbing her down when she's jumping. She's eye level with you.
She just is so excited. She's a sweetheart. She's just so excited to be with people. She's a people dog. And so we gave her a different way to express that in a socially acceptable way. And so playing, doing some of the find it games like that, sort of just throwing the treats. I've got some dogs that I dog sit, there are 3 of them, and oh my gosh, when I get in the doorway, if the owners aren't home and I come in, the 3 of them are just like, they would just be at me, and they're all very friendly and they're great dogs. And so I just take some treats, I throw them, and they're all over the place. They're like, oh yeah, we get to eat. And all of a sudden, I can pet one down at a time and give them a little bit of love and stuff. And the whole demeanor of the room changes. So I think the thing that we really need to ask is not, how can I control this behavior? I think the question that needs to be asked initially, and Jennifer Arnold is the one that really brought this to my attention. Why is the dog doing this? The dog wants attention, or the dog is scared. I'd use this type of tactic with my reactive dogs, any behavioral issue. Why is the dog doing it, and how do I find a way to fulfill that need so that the dog no longer needs to do that behavior that is socially not acceptable for people? And does it take a little bit more thinking? Does it take a little bit more creativity? Does it take a little bit more effort of trying and trial and error? Absolutely, I'm not going to lie to you, it does. But is it worth it? Absolutely, because
So
you
we're
see it.
assuming that the dog likes to be touched and petted down. I'm just trying to figure out whether the dog thinks it's aversive, or if the dog likes it and...
If the dog is coming up to you and jumping on you, my guess would be that it wants to be touched. Unless it's coming at you aggressively, that's a whole different.
Don't pet that down.
That's a whole different issue right there.
To me, it's like, oh, I'm excited you're home. Take me out, feed me, but not necessarily like pet me.
It may be. It may be. Hey, I'm excited you're home. You nailed it. I'm excited you're home. This means I'll be fed. This means I'll be taken out. This means I'll get some attention. This means I'll get whatever. And so giving it the love initially and talking to it, I talk to the dogs. Hey, I'm home. And I will say to my dogs, listen, I got all this stuff. I got to set it down. I'll get, then we're going to get your food. We'll get you outside. We'll do this. Do you mind waiting for a minute? I ask them, do you mind waiting? We've got to do these things. And so I converse with them. And when they hear those same sentences and questions over and over again, they really do start to understand it. They get it. Like, okay, I'm excited she's home. We'll go play, And Evie has gotten to the point, Darcy is free to roam the house because she won't do anything inappropriate. Evie is still a crated puppy in a very large crate so that she's got her space and everything. And I let Evie out and I just look at her and I'm like, all right, Darcy is 14. And she really doesn't want to be jumped on. So I'm going to love on you, and play with her. I'm like, is that enough? And, I get in there and I fill the need that she has to want to play with another dog because she's been crated and the other dogs have been out and different things. And just that little bit seems to sort of help. It's like, and then she'll still go up and sniff Darcy, and Darcy will be like, growl? Yeah, I'm still 14 and a half. Was yesterday, will be tomorrow. And, they come to this understanding of sort of letting it go. So as long as it's not aggressive, I would just keep trying it and explaining to them what's going on and then asking what is it that they really need in that immediate moment. If it's the food, sometimes I can tell with Evie, it's not the food. It's you got home, I got pee. And so it's immediately putting her on a leash and taking her out. We pee, everything's copacetic. Yeah.
Are you asking because JJ isn't like a really cuddly?
Well, he partially, but also, he kind of does like his tummy rub, so if I went on the sides maybe, but also I've just met, a lot of other dogs that, and maybe because it's been, obviously I did try to make him affectionate, but, and he likes to have his butt boxed as he walks under your legs, and he likes like a quick look, he's a therapy dog, he likes, he comes with people, he lets them, but he doesn't, push in for more.
And he may just not be that.
Yeah, he may not ever be
And
that.
that's okay.
And I'm totally, I've become fine with that, but it just made me think, like, for dogs that it's not a primary.
Would they be jumping up then?
That's what I was just going to ask. Is in
Like,
general,
JJ
I don't
doesn't really
find
jump
the
up on
jumping.
He was a pogoer. He was a
Well,
not jump
with
on,
mine
he
that-
as much as a.
Mine that doesn't like to be petted, I'll pet the 3 that are right at the front door. I get them outside, and I don't care if they jump on me or not, but they usually don't. They just kind of lean and I pet them. But then,
Thank you so much.
but then when I go and let Carson out of her crate, she's a dog that doesn't like to be petted. So then we do touch out to the side because she loves to jump, and it's basically to get her out to the door and say hi, but not hi because she would hate that.
Yeah.
Probably more than JJ. Like the dog doesn't want me to pet her.
And I think some dogs, it just depends on the dog. What
You're
they- what
giving-
they're
but
looking
it's
for,
what she-
do they need?
She wants something. It's like our
So
greeting, I
if he
guess.
likes jumping, do the whole pogo.
Yeah,
Put
do
your
that.
hand up here and tell him touch.
Yeah.
Let him do that, and then
I do.
right.
It's
So
like,
like she said, it's just fulfilling whatever that dog needs.
Whatever they.
And
kind of like,
exactly.
hi, how are you? How was your day? But I'm not going to hug you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think
Yeah.
heading down is working for Olive, but she's also got arthritis, so she might be
Oh.
jumping less than
Oh.
her. But she doesn't jump up as much as she used to. Especially if someone if you catch her and show her that you're gonna give her all this, and
Yeah.
I do it until they walk away.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing it until I feel that he's like, okay,
That's
great.
good because then they don't do
Yes.
the thing where you're caught off guard and they jump right in the owner's
Right,
that's
face.
right. That's
That's
right.
right. I do it
That's
until they walk away, until I realize that they've had enough. They've told me,
Yeah.
okay, you've satisfied. I've had enough.
you've satisfied.
So I
I
have a
mean,
dog that
exactly.
would never leave you. Like, she would never not want to be pet. She just, like, I can train her with petting because she loves it so much. I have done
But
it.
is she jumping the whole time?
Well, no, and she does what Jeeves does. She jumps up on all fours. She doesn't jump on people. She jumps like this. Like, it's hilarious. She's a lab. She's huge. It's just,
What do you think she needs, though?
she just wants to be pet.
But do you think
It's the eye
Is she not?
contact.
Is she not?
It's
contact
eye
She wants
contact
attention.
and
Yeah, she wants eye contact.
and connection.
Sit still.
Eye contact with
But
them.
my point is, she would
more
never
confident.
walk away from it. Like you guys are saying, there's an ending when your dog would walk away from it. She wouldn't. I promise you, she'd rather be pet than eat.
But then
She
you
probably
you
needs-
have
she
to,
needs
you
confidence
have to
building.
fulfill that need. Why is it that she always wants that attention?
You should do
She
it one
not
time and
get-
see how
Exactly.
long.
You can.
Huh?
Yeah.
See how long.
I'll be there till next year.
Well, and it's not so much walk away. There's a change in their demeanor. It's not
Yeah.
so frantic. It goes from being frantic to
Yeah.
okay. You know what I mean? So there's a
Yep.
little change in the demeanor that you can kind of tell.
And can
But
you,
that dog's missing something. You know, it's either not getting enough hands-on affection or it needs confidence building. You know what I mean? That dog needs.
Yeah.
there's
These
something
other-
there that it needs, and it may be just mental stimulation. You know, can you start playing, like, keep some treats in your pocket as you come in, and let her go through this jumping, and then play a find it game, scatter the treats, and see if she'll sort of go with them and see what she does right after that. Does that settle her down, or does she come right back and need that attention again?
I think Lexi, because Lexi knows find it, but I think Lexi would go do the find it, but she'd come right back like, okay, what are we doing now?
Yeah. So she just needs a lot of intellectual stimulation.
As long as she's
probably.
not jumping though.
Yeah, just let her follow you. Just say, well, come on.
Yeah.
go
And
do
following
dishes.
is not necessarily
Yeah,
a
come on, let's
bad
go do
thing.
dishes.
When you read the book and you get into, I didn't want to get into too much theory today. I'd actually hope to do some demos, which we won't have time for. But if you get into that attachment, that secure attachment, Evie has a much more secure attachment with me than Darcy does. Evie will follow. She wants to be with me, and so we're doing a whole lot of things with that. Darcy is so confident. She's like,
Yeah.
I can see you from across the room. I'm okay. So her secure attachment is a different form. She's very securely attached, but she's looking at me from, I lay on the couch over here and see you. I know you're there. I know you feed me. I know we'll go out. I know we'll
It's
play.
just like some kids need that more one-on-one with you.
Well, and Lexi's like that. Lexi
Yeah.
can be like, oh, you're home. Okay, that's great. Will you love me a little bit? Okay, see you.
Yeah,
And she's totally confident to walk away
exactly.
and okay with it. And
Yeah,
Honey,
this-
but I've trained her since she was tiny, a puppy.
Yeah,
Honey, I didn't get till she was like 3.
yeah. And the adult dogs can learn this. There's no problem with starting with them from the beginning and doing the bonding exercises and working just on bonding, not cueing, for several weeks. Really make sure that the secure attachment is there, and you've got some of it already in that she's following you, so she wants to be with you. So that's there. The parts that we need to develop are the parts where she is secure enough to wander off and explore other environments, knowing that you're home base and you're safe, that you're there, that you don't have it. Evie does it amazingly. Evie will go off and play, and when she gets a little bit uncomfortable, and it's rare that it happens, but when she does it, she literally comes and she sits her butt right between my feet, facing out, and she'll lean into me, and she'll just watch. And it's the cutest thing ever. She's like, okay, I got my mom. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm going to check it
Just
out.
gonna recharge for a minute.
And I pet her and I love
Mom's
her and
got
tell
my
her how
back.
wonderful she is and she's a genius and she's the best dog ever. And then after a little while, she runs off and she goes and she does whatever again. So,
You're saying that was outside in a new environment?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, and anything that she has some fear issues. Her litter mates also do, which gets into genetics and all of that kind of stuff, which is fascinating to me as well, but we don't have time to discuss it.
Can we do like a full day of this?
I know, can we need to keep
I'm
going
sorry.
and going and going?
I want to see the demos with
Like
Mike
an
and
hour and a
stuff.
half, and I was like, that's gonna be kind of when you
So-
said
I'm
it was
sorry,
an hour and a
that's
half,
my fault.
I would
That's my
love to
fault.
do, I had demos planned and things like that,
But I
so
mean-
maybe we just do a whole day of,
Yeah.
or a couple hours, whatever,
Yeah.
of demos of how to teach the like me and the mimicking, because it takes some time to get a dog through that.
Would it be possible? Would it be possible at that one? Like, I'd love to see it with him, but then somebody brings a friendly adult dog that's done none of this, that just kind of stares at you like, "Where's the treat? Where's the treat?" Like
Absolutely.
you
I
were
could bring you a
saying.
honey.
That would be great.
bring
And
honey.
all we need to do is find a place where where all the dogs can be brought, so
Okay.
that everybody, you know, it's comfortable for the dogs and in the house and all those kinds
Yours
of
will
things.
be quiet and
I
quiet,
get
mine
my
won't.
fence built, and we may be able to do it at my house.
Yay, yay
Yeah,
fence.
I would love to do that. So, all right,
Great.
Well, thank
Thank you,
you.
Ryan.